guys, welcome to SS Multimedia. This is Arjun Kokonda here, and today we will be talking about more dividing by one-digit divisors. So you probably already guessed by the name that we already made a video about dividing by one-digit divisors. Well, because the name is more dividing by one-digit divisors. So yes, we did, and if you want, you can check that out too. So today, our objective will be understanding how to use place value blocks to divide. So in the other video, we just didn't use place value blocks, we did normal division, and today we will use place value blocks. So the ones we're going to be using is we're going to use a huge square, or kind of like a rectangle if it's not perfect. We're going to use that for 100. And then we're going to use a rectangle like this for 10. And then a square, like a small square, for 1. So these will be the ones we're using. Okay, so let's get started with a problem. So we have 92 divided by 3. So first off, we're gonna separate 92 into two pieces. So one's gonna be 90, and then the other one's gonna be 2. So I'm gonna put like a line slash kind of thing. Okay, so first off, we have 90. So we have to represent that using place value blocks. We're using a rectangle like this. So let's do that. We're gonna draw 9 of those because that equals 10. I'm gonna use green. You can use whatever color you like. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and finally 9. So that's gonna be our 90. So this whole thing represents 90. And then we have 2. So for that, I'm gonna use yellow. So I'm gonna use 2 small blocks. So that's gonna be 2. So now we're dividing it by 3. So first off, we're gonna divide 90 by 3. So that means we're gonna divide it into 3 equal pieces. So I'm gonna use a different color for that. So now we all know that each of these is 10. So let's write 10 inside them just so we don't get confused. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. So we have 10 in all of them. Now let's separate them. So our first one is going to have 3. So the box circled in purple is the first one. And then the next one I'm going to use blue. And the next 3 are going to be circled in blue. So that's our next 3. Obviously it looks a bit confusing, but it will get clear in a minute. So then we have the final 3. I'm going to circle those in orange. So we have 3 blocks in each set over here. So we have 1, 2, and 3. I'm using the orange one because it looks more clear than purple and blue. Now obviously, in the 2 here, we only have 2. We only have 2 blocks. So and 2 is less than 3, so 3 can't go into 2. So these 2 are going to be our remainders. So our remainder is going to be 2. So what is our quotient going to be? Well, our quotient is going to be the number inside each set. So we have 10, 20, and 30. So our quotient is 30. That means our answer equals 30 with a remainder of 2. Now let's do another one. So here we have 46 divided by 2. So again, we're gonna separate this. So this is gonna be 40, and the other one is gonna be 6. So now we're gonna represent 40 using 4 tens blocks. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have 6. So we're gonna draw 6 ones blocks. I'm gonna actually do it in a different color. So let me erase that. Sorry about that. This should stay, and then I'm gonna do that one in green. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can use whatever color you like when you're doing a problem, but I'm using these two. So now we know that this is 40 and this is 6. Now we're going to be dividing them by 2. So obviously we have 4 here. That means each set is going to have 2. So this is one set, and the other one I'm going to use this. Then this is the second set. So we have 1 and 2. Now let's do the other one. So again, we're dividing it by 2, so 1, 2, 3 on the first one, and then again 1, 2, 3 on the second one. So obviously we don't have any remainders. Now we're trying to figure out our quotient. What is our quotient? Well, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna find out each number. So we know that this is 10, this is 10, this is 10, this is 10, and each of these are 1, so I'm gonna write 1 in each of them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the ones in the tens place first. So each set in the tens place part has right here has two tens blocks. So we have 1 here, then 1 here, and then this is a different set. And then in the one with ones blocks, we have 3 in each one. So 1, 2, 3. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna add. So 20 plus 3. 20 plus 3 equals 23. That means our quotient, our answer, equals 23. And no remainders. Now it is problem time. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to pause this video and try these 2 problems out by yourself. Good luck. Did you get the answers? Well, now let's check if they are right. So first off, we're going to do the first problem. 121 divided by 6. So it's obviously a 3-digit number, but don't get confused, it's the same thing. So first off, we're going to divide it into 3 pieces, I guess, this time, because first one is going to be 100, second one will be 20, and the third one will be 1. So obviously 100 is a big square, and then 20 are 2 rectangles. I'm actually gonna kind of highlight them in different colors so it looks different. There we go. And then our ones place, we only have 1, so we're gonna draw 1 of those. So here we have 100, and we have 10 and 10, and then here we have 1. So this represents our 121. But obviously we can't divide it by 6 because we exactly can't see what's going on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to break apart the hundreds block into tens place block. Sorry about that. So we're going to need more space. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. There we go. So now what we'll do is we will convert the hundreds block into tens place blocks. So that means that will be 10 tens place blocks. So we're doing blue for those, so let's do it in blue. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that will be your hundredth block. So we can just cross that off. Now we're simply just going to bring these two down. So we have one there, and then the other one on the bottom. So we can cross those off. I'm just going to erase them so we have more space for other work. And then we have one ones place block. So we're just going to bring that down. And then I'm going to erase that. The old one. So obviously, these look smaller, the tens place block, because I needed to manage it. So what we'll do now is we will try to divide it by 6. So there we go. Now we have enough space. So let's work it out. So here we have 10, 10, 10, and then like all of them are 10s. So we have 12 of the tens place blocks. 12 of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to think. So is 12 a multiple of 6? Yes, 12 is a multiple of 6. 6 times 2 is 12. That means we're going to divide the tens place box into two equal ones. So our first set is going to have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then the second one, I'm going to use green for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. So obviously, we cannot divide the ones place block because there's only one of those. So our remainder will be 1. What will our quotient be? It will be 60 because we have 6 tens place blocks in each set. So our answer is 60 with the remainder of 1. Now let's try our second problem. I'm going to clear out the ones from the past problem, the work, because we need space to work. So I'm going to clear that out. And let's. So now we'll do our second problem. So as you can see, we have 64 divided by 3. So we're going to separate this into two pieces. So we're going to have 64. So we're going to use 6 tens place blocks to represent 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to use 4 ones blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is 1 each, and then these are 10 each. I'm going to write it in there so you don't get confused. Now, instead of looking at these as 10 each, looking at these as 10 each, why don't we look at them as 1? So that means each of the whole tens blocks would equal 6. So is 6 a multiple of 3? Yes. 6 is a multiple of 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. That means each set is going to have 2 blocks. So our first set is that. And then it's going to be our second set. And that will be our third set. So that means we have 20 in each set so far. Now, let's look at the ones blocks. So here we have 4. 4 is not a multiple of 3. So what we'll do is let's try removing one of those. Then we'll have 3. So that means that'll work. So we have 1 in each set. So 1, 2, and 3. So that means that we have three boxed here. So what we will do is we're going to add up how many are in each set. So for the tens place ones, we have 20 in each set because we have 10 there and then 10 there. There's 20. And then for the ones place block, the ones blocks, we only have 1. So that is why we're just going to add 1. And then we'll get 20. So that is our quotient. 21, sorry, not 20. So that will be our quotient. I'm going to change it to a 21 so you don't get confused. 21. So our quotient is 21. But our answer will equal 21, but we obviously have a remainder. So with the remainder of 1. So that is really important. You need to include the remainder in your answer. So did you get both of them right? Well, great job. If you only got one of them, or if you got none of them right, it's okay. Keep practicing until you perfect them. So thank you so much for watching this video. Goodbye and keep watching our video.
Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If this video helped you out, please like and share. And please subscribe to our channel.